morning and welcome back to One Turret Short of a Chateau. Today is Wednesday the 10th of September. Apparently all of France is meant to be stopping moving today. There's meant to be lots of protests. I think there will be, but I also think that there's lots of scaremongering out there. Anyway, we're just going to miss out and we're just going to stay in and do stuff. So yeah. So this week you're going to join me on a bit of a journey. Now, this all started earlier this week. I had an old iPhone that was not being used. It was in a drawer. I put it on Facebook and I sold it for €150. And this got me thinking that on YouTube, you are constantly seeing chateau people shopping, antiquing and buying sometimes just absolute cack. Occasionally, you'll see the odd person giving something away, a token item, but you never really see anyone getting rid of anything. And over the next couple of weeks, I am going to be the anti-shopper-ish. Sorry, I've got coffee-stained teeth this morning. I have brushed them. I've just had another coffee. And my hair's wet because I've been in the shower. It's not greasy. When we moved over from England to France, nearly 5 years ago now, we moved ourselves because the removals van was going to cost so much. I did get rid of some stuff while we were living in the UK, but I didn't get rid of a lot. And to be really truthful, my mentality was, let's keep everything, let's take it over. We don't know where we're going to end up living. We don't know what we're going to need. If we buy a big house, we've got bits and pieces that we can use to furnish it with, tra-la-la-la-la-la. So we did end up keeping just about everything. This was primarily my choice, and I think a lot of it was because I was going, or we both were going into the unknown, and there was a little bit of, I don't know, mental security having all of our stuff around. Now we're in a position where we've done the bulk of work on the main house, we've got it open, we've got it running as a B&B. The season is starting to quieten off and die down. We have had a really good first season. We're really pleased and really proud with what we've done. Yes, you can see everything in the mirror behind me. But now we've got a little bit of a breather, and I can start doing things that I've not had time to do. And one of the things is sorting through all of our piles of shit and getting rid of some of the things that we really don't need or don't have space for. I don't know why I brought my old business card machines. There are things still in boxes that I do want to keep, but in some ways the problem with our side of the house is, yeah, there's rooms, but there's no actual like storage space. Yeah, we've got the odd bookcase and the odd cupboard here and there, but it's not really a house where you can display things. So some of it will be going back into storage until eventually one day when we've sorted out this side of the house. And any money that we raise can go towards either fun money for things like a little holiday or a mini break, and some of it can also go into the new kitchen. Yeah. Also, this is just complete disorganised chaos and it's absolutely doing my head in. Previously, when we've been buying stuff for the house or the maison de maître, I've used Facebook Marketplace quite a lot, and sometimes it comes up with some really good results. Sometimes, if you're selling things, it can be a bit funny. You'll have people repeatedly asking you, is this item still available? And then they never respond again. And it's like, well, you know, I've made the effort and I've made the time, come on. Anyway, the first thing that I am getting rid of this week, bar the mobile phone, is this television. 32-inch Hitachi television. It's not a smart TV. You know, it is what it is. This is the one that we wanted to get rid of and then upgrade the one that was in the maison de maître. The remote's a bit knackered. It's on an English plug. I've listed this for €40. Somebody's coming to get it today. It's, in a way, it's been more hassle than what it's worth getting rid of this, because as I say, I had so many people messaging going, is this still available? Yes, it is. Otherwise, I would have marked it as sold. So yeah, old technology. You know, there's things that are probably sat in your house, old phones, Bluetooth speakers. Today, I'm going to be doing something that is a long-winded, dirty job, and I don't want to stop for lunch halfway through because I'm going to be dirty, I'm going to be grotty. So what I'm doing is, beforehand, I'm making something called brunch. We're not really breakfast people, we're more lunch and dinner people. So yeah, let's do this and then I can just crack on. And brunch or lunch-ish today is the equivalent of a homemade sausage and egg McMuffin. Is that all right?
Oh, brilliant, darling.
Is it just like the real thing?
No.
No, you're welcome, Angel.
It's lovely.
Mr. Butcher is doing a tip run today, and it is finally time in this room at our side of the house to get rid of these grotty mattresses. We have grotty mattress number 1, and this is the bed base for a bed that was left in the house that, yeah, this can go. Keep making mess, you can sleep in the van.
On the bed.
Yeah. Brunch is over and done with, and I am ready to begin. I am starting today in the in-between of the two houses in this beautiful room with the mural. There's damp patches on the walls where the mural's been a bit affected, so yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But one of the things that I own is a lot of catering equipment. I've got lots of things like cups, saucers. When we were getting the B&B ready this year, I had a rummage through and I found some things. In due course, I do want to bring more of this out and use it, but at the moment, I just want to go through it because there is stuff within these boxes that I will need, but I won't need. The other thing is where there is damp at this side of the house, lots of things are wrapped in newspaper. The newspaper is getting damp. I don't want things getting knackered. Up on this level, the damp isn't too bad. So I'm not going to wear a mask up here, but when I get down into the cellar, I am going to wear a mask because all the paper is just mouldy. There's also lots of rubbish that can be got rid of. These plastic things from the previous owner. Yeah. So I now have a working table. What I did was I used 2 trestles from the yard and I nicked this door and yeah, I've made a table quickly. I'm going through stuff. Behind me I have piles. I have pile to be sold. I have pile to be kept. So we kitted out the gîte with a lot of things that came from my in-laws' house in Spain that they sold. Our guests ironically don't break much, but I do keep some spares in case they ever do. Our guests are here to have a nice time, they're not here for Greek night. I've got another box on the go for bin, things that didn't survive, like this chipped espresso cup. And then I have another box for charity. The great thing is that with some of this whiteware especially is that this can go up into the kitchen in the maison de maître because some of the cupboards are still empty in there. Anything that is coming out of storage that is going into the house is being put through the dishwasher. It may have been in storage, it may have been packed well, but it's still dirty. So yeah, through the dishwasher it goes. I'm currently having my in-house plumber have a look at my dishwasher because I think that there was a little leak on it, but we'll see. Next thing is, if it's a tip day, all of this cardboard is coming out of the cellar. Okay, let's start going through some of this, getting some of the rubbish out of here. Yeah, it's mouldy, so mask on. just so you can quickly see why I've got this mask on. Look at that, and look at the mould on the box. There's mould on the paper. The boxes are crumbling because of the mould. So here he is with load 1 of things to go to the tip.
We load 1.
I don't think you realise what's to come. I have been released from the cellar. So after spending 5 hours this afternoon in the cellar and pulling up all sorts and cleaning it, I am calling it quits for today. I'm tired, I'm dusty. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a swim. Good morning. Came outside, heard some water running, and I smelt something horrible. And my husband has decided to empty out one of these water tanks that was full of horrible, old, foul-smelling rainwater. Anyway, enough of stagnant, putrid-smelling water. I am on the van. I'm doing a little job. When we moved into the house, the previous owner left us some bed frames. This is one of the bed frames. It is what it is, isn't it? It's very Art Deco-y. We've had it in the barn in storage. We've got no need for it. We've got no want for it. We've got nowhere to put it. But first, it's going to have a good clean. I've also been having fun cleaning out our old fridge freezer. This can go to somewhere like Troc. I enjoy collecting really odd things. But after going through more boxes today, I found out that my husband likes to collect even more odder things. And in here is a can of beer from his university days. A can of Leningrad Cowboy IPA. However, it has exploded and then actually turned to tar. And apparently it went off in 1996. Can't say more than that. Good night, you two. Sweet dreams. Night night.
Driving through a neighbourhood in Utah.
Oh, aren't you special? Yes, you are. You're so beautiful. And you. Good morning. It's Friday morning. It's a miserable, drizzly day here. However, it's a big day. The van is here and the van is full of stuff. This is old Halloween decorations, and this is just general household stuff. These are things that we don't need that have been blogging up barns, storage areas, and it's time to say goodbye to them. So you may be wondering where we're taking them to. We are taking them to a place called Vid Grenier. Now, yes, we could have gone and done a brocante, but to be honest, my French isn't that great. Nick's is brilliant, and he would have had to have done the bulk of the work. A brocante only lasts for one day, and you're not guaranteed to get rid of necessarily a lot of things. I could have put things on eBay or Le Bon Coin, but I don't really want the hassle of having to list things, package things, go to a post office, you know, all of that. So Vid Grenier will take home goods, tat, porcelain, all of that rubbish. And they also take clothing. And I have started going through some of my old clothes. Now, from what I've heard, it's a trend to show you some of my old clothing. So here's something that I've pulled out of storage that I'm getting rid of because I no longer need it. And just look at this. Look at this beautiful ball gown. Yes, we did used to go to things that required ball gowns. It has a lovely beaded bodice. It has smooth edges, and it has a very long flowing tail, don't know. This will be going up for sale for €45. I know, woe is me. I no longer fit into this because I'm not the same size I was 10 years ago, and I like wine, cheese and red meat. So what exactly is Vid Grenier, you may ask? Now, a Vid Grenier is basically like an attic sale. However, there is a shop called Vid Grenier. And what you do if you're interested in selling your things is that you go to the shop and you rent a stand. You can either rent it for 1 week, 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I have rented a stand for 3 weeks, and for 3 weeks the stand costs €30 to rent. When you rent a stand, you are given 50 stickers. You take the stickers home, you put them on your items, you write the price and what the item is. You go and drop the items off at the shop and you put the items onto your stand or bay. People will then hopefully come along and buy your tat. And every few days you can go back into the shop and fill up your bay with more tat to sell. After, or if you use all of your 50 stickers, you can then buy more stickers at 1 cent each. Then at the end of the rental period, you go along and you collect your items and you collect the money that you have made from selling your tat. And the store will charge a 35% commission on whatever you have made in total. And I don't mind that, because when you think about it, if I'd sold it through eBay or Le Bon Coin or whatever, I would have paid a commission anyway. And this means that I can get rid of multiple small items. And there's the added bonus of not having to deal with people. So that's it. Everything's up for sale for however long. Come back and restock it on Monday, see what's gone. It's getting nearer to midday. Lots of things close midday for lunch. And today we are going out to lunch, aren't we? Yeah. And where are we going for lunch today?
Here.
So this is the lunchtime formula, and I'm going to go with the salmon quiche. I'm going to go with the parmentier of butcher and the chocolate brownie. That's what sold it to me. Cheers, dear.
Cheers.
So today I have quiche to start with, and you have aubergine, and then I have the parmentier, and you have, what do you have?
Fillet of fish.
And the finale is chocolate brownie. That was a lovely lunch, and it's now on to our next stop. So our next stop is Action, or as some people know it,
Action!
Anyway, I am going into Action for dehumidifier boxes to try and keep down mould in our side of the house this winter. So where's next on the list, dear?
Bricko!
Bricko! It's been a while. I was actually having Bricko withdrawal symptoms at one point. Oh, look at the smile on that face. How was it? Swift. We have now parked in town, and I am going somewhere to get somebody a very special gift. On Monday it's my dad's 78th birthday, so I'm coming to Nicholas, the wine merchant and spirit merchant, to get him something special. Sometimes, believe it or not, it's quality over quantity. And there we go, nothing but the finest for my father. So where's the next stop? We're going to give away the bed bases. Sometimes on YouTube you see a lot of taking but not a lot of giving back. And here is the outside part of our local Emmaus. And no, I'm not going to take you for a walk round. You've probably seen enough tat to last a lifetime. So they are going to take all 3 bed bases. There's obviously no mattresses because I don't want to give somebody a knackered mattress. All of the bed bases are complete, and at least it's better than it going into landfill, and hopefully Emmaus can earn some money from it. And if you live anywhere near us and you want to donate anything or buy anything and have it delivered, there's the details. After dropping those beds off, I'm feeling a tad thirsty, and you know what? Look, I'm not driving today, somebody else is. So we're going to stop off at our local bar, Valerie's or the Fun Bar, and I fancy a couple of glasses of wine.
Wine's not very thirst quenching, is it?
Here's the start of getting rid of stuff. Cheers.
Not me.
You can stay, it depends how clean you are. Big purge of getting rid of things is a continuing thing here. Lots of you at home may have done this before, and you can probably appreciate how much time, how much effort and how much mess some of this makes when you rip everything out, see it and decide where it's going. When I come to take things to places like charity shops and Emmaus, I'd rather try and do as much of it in bulk as possible rather than just take one box, because it's not really worth it. But things are starting to come together here, slowly. I am also under a bit of pressure because we do have some of our friends coming in the next couple of weeks, and different rooms in the house frankly look like dumping grounds. So for this week I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to leave you hanging, but we are going to go and do wine of the week now. And of course, don't forget to tune in next week, because it is going to be a fun one of seeing how much more we can get rid of, donate, earn money from. Yeah, it's certainly an experience doing this, and it's quite therapeutic getting rid of some of this tat.
Hi, and welcome to Wine of the Week. Back on red wine again. So this one, it's a Côte de Rhône. It's called Fruity, and it is a fruity wine. And better than that, it's cost a whopping €1.99 for a bottle.
Is that more or less than a razor blade? Smooth. Anyway, we hope that you have enjoyed this week's episode. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free.
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram, or our website at www.theexpatbutchers.com, where you can have a look at all the offers we got on our bedrooms. And
On our bedrooms?
yeah.
What, you mean our B&B?
Yeah.
Yeah, our B&B rooms.
Not our bedroom, but
That would be a bit odd, wouldn't it? Or if you would like to buy us a coffee, it's not essential at all. You are more than welcome to, and it will help pay for my husband's razor blades.
as I say, the sky really pretty behind us there.
Deflect. Anyway, cheers. Cheers.
Acceptable.
It's one of those wines where you have something nice as the first bottle and then have this as the second bottle. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you.
Bye-bye.
We will see you. Bye-bye. Have you already been on the wine? Next time.